Good morning, everyone, and welcome to chemistry class. Today, we are going to discuss the properties of acids.
According to Arrhenius, any substance that releases hydrogen ions when dissolved in water is an acid. And hydrogen ions cannot exist on its own. So, it combines with water molecules to form hydronium ion. For example, when hydrochloric acid dissolved in water, then it liberates hydrogen ions and chloride ions. Hydrogen ions combined with water molecule to form hydronium ion. Hydronium ion is represented as H3O positive ion, and this curd is too sour. It needs a little sugar. And this curd is sour due to the presence of lactic acid in it, which gives it sour taste. Acid obtained from food like curd or lemons, grapes, mangoes, citric fruits, gooseberries are called organic acids. And hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid are called inorganic or mineral acids. All the mineral acids are strong acids except carbonic acid, which is a weak acid. And we already know that acids are sour in taste. Acids also have other physical properties. Acid turn blue litmus to red. They also turn methyl orange red. They have a corrosive action on skin. For example, sulfuric acid stains the skin black. Nitric acid stains the skin yellow. And hydrochloric acid produces ambient stain on skin. Acids are good conductors of electricity. Let's try to prove this through an experiment. Pour 5 ml of hydrochloric acid into a beaker containing 10 ml of water and suspended 2 carbon rods in acid and connect the rod with electrical wires in the series along with the battery, a switch and a bulb. Now switch the power button and see that bulb glows, which shows that acids are good conductor of electricity. And if we repeat the same experiment by taking alcohol solution or glucose solution in the beaker, the bulb do not glow. This shows that alcohol solution and glucose solution do not conduct electricity. The aqueous solution of an acid conducts electricity due to the presence of charged particles called ions in it, that is hydrogen and chloride ions, which makes the bulb glow. On the other hand, the hydrogen containing compounds like glucose and alcohol do not produce hydrogen ions or other ions in the solution. So, due to the absence of ions, glucose solution and alcohol solution do not conduct electricity and bulb does not glow. And from this experiment we conclude that hydrogen containing compounds such as glucose and alcohol are not categorized as acid because they do not dissociate or ionize in water to produce hydrogen ions. Similarly, distilled water does not conduct electricity because it does not contain any ionic compound. On the other hand, rainwater conducts electricity. Addition of an acid with water reduces the hydronium ion concentration of the acid per unit volume in acid, and this is called as dilution of the acid. Acids generate heat when diluted. This is because the reaction of acids with water is exothermic in nature. And for this, take 5 ml of water in a test tube and add some amount of sulfuric acid into the water carefully and shake the test tube and touch the outer surface of the test tube. It feels hot, which indicates that heat is released when acids mix with water, or we can say that the reaction between acids and water is exothermic in nature. And note it down that the dilution of a concentrated acid should always be done by adding concentrated acid to water gradually with stirring, and not by adding water to concentrated acid. This is because when a concentrated acid is added to water for preparing a dilute solution, then the heat is evolved gradually and easily absorbed by the large amount of water to which acid is being added. And if water is added to concentrated acid to dilute it, then a large amount of heat is evolved at once. This heat changes some of the water to steam explosively, which can splash the acid on our face or clothes and cause acid burns. Even the glass container may break due to excessive heating. When an acid reacts with a metal, then a salt and hydrogen gas are formed. Now let's do an experiment to prove this. For this, take a few pieces of zinc granules in a boiling tube and add 5 ml of dilute sulfuric acid to it. And we will find that the formation of gas bubbles on the surface of zinc granules takes place. Pass the gas being formed through the soap solution taken in a trough. Gas-filled bubbles are formed in the soap solution which rise into the air. Bring a burning candle near a gas-filled soap solution. The gas present in soap bubble burns with pop sound, making a little explosion. Only hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound. This shows that hydrogen gas is evolved in the reaction of dilute sulfuric acid with zinc metal, taken in the form of zinc granules. And next one is reaction with metal carbonates. When an acid reacts with metal carbonate, then salt, carbon dioxide and water are formed. Let's try to prove this through an experiment. For this, take 1 gram of magnesium carbonate in the boiling tube and add about 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in the boiling tube, and we will observe that brisk effervescence of a gas is produced. Now pass this gas through the lime water. The lime water turns milky, and lime water is chemically called as calcium hydroxide. And the lime water turns milky due to the formation of white precipitate of calcium carbonate. When carbon dioxide reacts with lime water, then metal carbonate plus water is formed. Keep on passing carbon dioxide gas through milky lime water for some time. The lime water becomes clear again. This shows that white precipitate of calcium carbonate dissolves on passing excess of carbon dioxide gas. And in the same way, when an acid reacts with metal hydrogen carbonate, then salt, carbon dioxide gas and water are formed. And we can repeat this experiment by using sodium hydrogen carbonate in place of magnesium carbonate. And again we will observe that carbon dioxide gas is produced in the test tube and it will turn the lime water milky again. Due to the formation of white precipitate of calcium carbonate and on passing excess of carbon dioxide, the milky lime water will become clear again. And the next property is reaction with metal oxides. Acids react with metal oxide to form salt and water. Now let's conduct an experiment to prove this chemical property. Take 10 ml of hydrochloric acid in a beaker and add 2 grams of copper oxide in it, which is black in color, and stir the solution continuously. You will find that copper oxide has dissolved in dilute hydrochloric acid to form blue-green color solution. The blue-green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper chloride salt. Now let's move to the uses of mineral acids in industry. Sulfuric acid is used in the manufacture of fertilizers, paints, dyes, chemicals, plastics, synthetic fibers, explosives and car batteries. Nitric acid is used for making fertilizers, explosives like TNT, dyes and plastics. And hydrochloric acid is used for removing oxide film from steel objects and for removing scale deposits from inside the boilers. It is used in dye stuffs, textiles, food and leather industries. Thank you students and have a nice day.